we stopped. Okay, we stopped working on the script at an arbitrary point, so we simply pick it up again and carry on. And the way we do that is to open the Documents folder. So we open Finder, Documents, go to where you stored the script, My Scripts, which was Pyramus and Thisbe. Right click on that or double click it and do Open. And we get a prompt here saying that the keystrokes have been reset. And these are, of course, the keystrokes that are described on the crib sheet here. So we OK that and step down to where we left off before, which was, of course, right at the end here. We're actually in the middle of a piece of his dialogue here, so we just click on the end of the existing dialogue and press return, and we're then ready to carry on with the next part, which says now here we have a piece of built-in stage direction, which is done in parenthesis mode. Now the first part of this was some inbuilt stage directions, so we need to convert that into what's called parenthesis. So if we highlight this portion and then bring the Scriptwriters ribbon to the fore and click on parenthesis, we now get the script representation of parenthesis. After this final speech by Pyramus here, we have a little bit of stage directions. So it's return and then Control-Shift-V, and we have Pyramus dies, followed immediately by re-enter Thisbe. And she begins to speak. Thisbe was 4, so Control-4. And again, the next thing has some has some parentheses to begin with, but we'll type the whole paragraph first. And some more stage directions. Return, Control-Shift-V. Says B. Dies. And that is in fact the end of the scene and the end of the play. So we go back to our crib sheet and put an end of scene onto that one. So end of scene is Control-Shift-E. And do a return, and the end of act is Control-Shift-Z. We've essentially finished the script at this stage, so we'll just make sure by doing a file save before we do any final cleanup. File and save. No, we don't want to save any changes to the template. We just might want to do a bit of cleaning up here at the end here. End of scene 1, beginning of scene 2. We might want to put the beginning of scene 2 onto a fresh page. So if we position the cursor in front of the word scene 2, then go to the scriptwriter ribbon and look for break here. And there we have a page break. Okay. So we now have, if we look at it, we have scene 1 on this page, 2 pages rather. And scene 2 on this one. And the final end of it there. So essentially we've now finished. So that was our final bit of cleanup there. We would probably at this stage fill in any more information on the front here and perhaps fill in the personnel file here. We can, for instance, remove these redundant ones here. Oops, too far. Delete. If I go back and look now, we should only have the actual characters. So if we do a save now, and no, we don't want to change the template. And now we're ready to produce a production version of the script, one that can be passed on to other personnel involved in the production. We've got a minor spelling mistake here, S-U-B-K-Y-R. And spelling mistake here, which would correct. Let's see. That's still not right. We can make use of the spell corrector. Too many L's here. Spell corrector. And we'll just save that. Although the next action will in fact save it anyway. I'll show you now. So we've now essentially finished the script. And at this point we can do the create production process. So if we now click on create production, the first thing it does is to save the script as it is, ready for you to continue any further processing. But it does actually add, if you just look in here, it adds the word final into the name, so you can tell that that was one of the very last exercise. So we OK that. Okay, so it's saved the final one, and now it is going to strip away the crib sheet and the special colors and create a Microsoft Word document ready for to be passed on to other people. And to do that, it changes the last portion of the name here from final to production, or possibly to submission in the case of a document that you are submitting, likely to be submitting to a production company. So we OK that, and then it will disconnect the templates. We just wait one moment and you'll see it blink as it stores the document for the very last time with no Scriptwriters Toolkit associated with it at all. At this stage it looks like a Microsoft Word document, all in black and white, which has been typed by somebody who knows perfectly how to use Microsoft Word and all the paragraph styling options. We can at this stage, if you wish, create a PDF file, portable document format, which is the same sort of thing but is much more difficult to edit, so cannot be messed about with by your whoever you send it to. So if we go to File and Save As, on the type of document here we can choose PDF. And so we can hit now the export button. It's going to go into the same location, my scripts you can see here. And if we now close this, close, and close Word, we should see the PDF file in here. Can't see the type. There it is, PDF document. And if we open it with the PDF program instead of the Microsoft Word, you can see that that is the kind of format which we can send to other people for review, and or if you're actually the production team yourself, you can distribute copies to the characters ready to perform the actual play. As you see, it's all in black and white, and it's perfectly laid out. So that's the end of this tutorial on how to use the Scriptwriters Toolkit. We can close this down. Close that. And close that. And that's the end of this tutorial.